The truth is, I have no idea why Bennett the Astoria's captain opened fire. It's a mystery to me.
Is that your idea of a joke?
Lieutenant Kenny, Captain Raymond's point about treaty violations stands. I should inform you. I will be making a record of this planet, and everything stated between us here. If you are unable or unwilling to speak candidly, this discussion will likely become unpleasant.
I am well aware of that. Am I correct in assuming you're an android?
Yes, I am an Arnold Robotics model E014297.
Her name's Elena.
I have heard that the androids made by Arnold Robotics on Vey'l are among the finest in the galaxy. Elena, I swear to you that all I speak here is absolutely true, including the fact that I came here to help.
What is this bull?
Ray. Lieutenant Kenny, I logged an unnatural delay between the second and third barrage just before the Aegis was downed by the Astoria. Can you please explain what caused this?
The truth is... Captain, we can be in contact range of the Vey'l registered merchant vessel Aegis in 3 minutes.
Good work. Activate cloaking device. 60 seconds after activation, warp out and prepare to attack.
Captain, please wait. May I remind you, cloaking is for emergency situations only. It is also prohibited during warp for the safety of other vessels.
And I'm saying this is an emergency situation. Or perhaps you elite officers can't follow orders without explaining each little law they're based upon.
No, it's just that we have no reason to fire upon a ship from planet Vey'l, especially without warning. Even if they were hostile, attacking without warning is a violation of Article 32.
Cloak has been activated, Captain. Now exiting warp.
Wait!
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the Captain's orders.
Upon exiting warp, prepare to attack.
Now entering conventional space. 1 million kilometers to the Aegis. Currently at 1/4 impulse.
Excellent. Decloak at 500,000 kilometers. Arm the phase cannons. Fire the first barrage at 350,000 kilometers.
Phase cannons? Do you intend to destroy them?
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the order.
Repeating the orders isn't merely for confirmation. It is also to allow for correction in the event of an order given in error.
We have an issue. It appears the good lieutenant doesn't know what activities the Vey'lians have been up to.
Are you referring to their recent actions as an anti-Federation influence? Even then, attacking them unprovoked and without notice will only work to their benefit.
Now within 350,000 kilometers of enemy vessel.
Replace Lieutenant Kenny on tactical authority. Now! Fire the first barrage!
Firing first barrage.
No!
Enemy shields efficiency holding at 60%.
Arm proton torpedoes and launch in succession once we have a lock on them. Just make sure not to hit their engines. We're after the cargo they have stored there. I want it in one piece.
We have a lock. Firing proton torpedoes.
Enemy vessel's shields holding at 20%. Captain, their warp drive remains intact. They could still attempt escape maneuvers.
Hurry with the next phase cannon barrage. I'd rather have them destroyed than let them get away.
Captain, what you are doing is criminal. Upon my authority as first officer, I hereby relieve you of command.
Very well. I do believe it's written in your beloved Federation laws that the consent of 3 senior officers is needed to relieve a captain of their command. Are there any among you that agree with Lieutenant Kenny?
Wait, what?
Lieutenant, you are hereby removed from duty for the crimes of disobeying an order and treason. Now off to the brig, Mariel.
Wake up, everyone! This is crazy! What's happened to you all?
I see. That would certainly explain the delay before their third barrage. In which case, Raymond, I do believe we owe Lieutenant Kenny some thanks.
Sure, if her story's true. So what cargo was this Bennett guy after anyway?
Duma, most likely.
That thing?
The three Virians appeared most interested in Duma as well. They too are part of your Federation, correct?
What are you?
But what I still don't get is why you're here now, Mariel. Weren't you sent to the brig?
I was released as soon as we returned to base. My guess is the captain thought me a nuisance, but little more than that. So I borrowed a ship from the space station and escaped once I had the chance.
What?
I was hoping to recover the black box of the Aegis. With it, I should be able to acquire proof of Captain Bennett's misconduct.
I find it unlikely that a Federation base would overlook the departure of a borrowed vessel not within their flight plans.
That's way worse than just disobeying orders. Why would you go so far?
When I was little, my grandmother taught me the ins and outs of the Federation's core systems. I can infiltrate them pretty much as I please. I'm certain my use of the ship will go unnoticed for some time. And my grandfather had this to say to me. Trust in what you think is right. I know you've got what it takes to stick to your principles through thick and thin. Now, go and apologize to the Aegis's captain.
Emerson T. Kenny. Quite the hero sending his granddaughter here with a stolen ship.
That's not all. Some members of the crew who doubted the motives of Bennett and the Astoria also came along with me. The high-speed merchant vessel Akizuki is now currently monitoring my status from planetary orbit.
You mean to say that your comrades are observing all this from some unseen location?
Oh, yes. I know it might be discomforting, but it was a necessary precaution to ensure my safety.
Thank you for healing my father. On behalf of my kingdom, I offer you my sincerest gratitude. Oh, did I misunderstand in some way?
Well, no, not exactly. I just wasn't expecting.
Is it odd that I wish to express my thanks to those who saved the life of a loved one? Chloe, do you believe Mariel here is lying?
No, Princess Laeticia. I believe she is telling the truth.
Ray, you are within your rights to be angry about your vessel. Be that as it may, I find Lieutenant Kenny to be honest in her attempts to enact justice.
All of the crew, including myself, share the blame for not stopping the Astoria's attack upon your ship. You have my word that we will make the proper restitutions, punish those responsible, and bring the truth to light. Captain Raymond.
Fine. If you do end up in a Federation courtroom for this, I suppose I can appear on your behalf as a witness.
Thank you.
Now, we know that Bennett is after Duma, and also that you, apparently, don't know why. Next question is, who the hell are these Virians?
Well, I can't say for certain. However, those two I met were also being hunted by Captain Bennett, much like the Aegis. They are military deserters from Vey'l, another Federation member planet.
Deserters? So that's why there are no other Virians in the Empire.
This is all according to Bennett, though, so I can't be sure how much of it is true. The only thing I know for certain is that they're acting unlawfully here on this planet.
Violating the UP3, huh?
Yes, correct. I realize this is rude of me to ask, but will you help me apprehend them?
Why don't you just transfer them?
That's impossible without transport trackers or communicators, as you know.
It would seem, then, that the interests of all present are in alignment.
Yeah, we gotta charge into the Empire, take the Virians alive, and put an end to this war. Those three are the key to everything happening on this planet and up in space.
I cannot permit the use of Akizuki's equipment, but I can assist, personally.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that while I understand what Marielle is saying, there's still something that kind of bothers me. I got the impression that the Virians had truly sworn their loyalty to the Empire.
Huh?
It's not like we have to change our plan or anything. Just something to keep in mind, I guess?
Your hunches often prove correct. We will be careful.
Right.
Now then, I think it best if we consult with Maester Midas and the others about how to proceed. Let us return to my father's chambers.
Let us proceed to His Majesty's quarters.
Indeed. Maester Midas and everyone are like to be present already.
Sorry, but my answer is no.
Is that so?
What's up?
Would you mind waiting a moment longer?
It was Laeticia who ran about trying to complete the Folga, while Melthia completed preparations. Raymond and the others helped along the way, and Malkia provided the stones. I simply showed up at the right time, hardly a praiseworthy accomplishment.
And yet it would not have reached completion without you. I must also make amends for not protecting you after you saved Albert.
It does not befit a king to dwell on the past. Admit that what happened was beyond your control. Your softness is what enables Lambert to take advantage of you.
Midas.
And the war is not yet over. Regardless of the truth, the path this nation has followed for the past 14 years was set by the choice you made long ago. Grant me a seat now for my meritorious deeds pertaining to the Folga, and you know full well that conflict will follow.
Midas.
You recognize the Folga is not a weapon of war. That alone is honor enough. However, if you must absolutely insist on seeing me rewarded, grant me a Folga of my own once everything is settled. That is all I ask.
No, 2 Folga.
Why?
If we live long enough, there may come a time where we wish to fly our separate ways, don't you think?
No, 1 is enough.
Very well, it shall be done.
What's so amusing?
Oh, it is merely that I never thought I would live to see you make such a face.
I agree.
Blast you both.
Huh, don't think you have to worry anymore.
Father, Maester Midas, I must speak with you about what's to come. May I... The Fulga has already demonstrated its strength, granting us all but absolute military superiority. I suggest that we press the attack on the Imperial capital and utterly nullify their means to wage war.
What say you, Bertrand?
It is as Her Highness states. We will never have a better opportunity.
So we will tender an offer of peace once we seize the Imperial capital. Have I understood correctly?
It is not our intent to conquer. If we repeat the actions of the Empire, it will only lead to another cycle of tragedy.
But will Boldur in fact be amenable to peace?
I cannot speak for Emperor Boldur. However, Prince Gerard is a reasonable man, and has the support of the people. Emperor Boldur is not completely ignorant to the tides of time. If he abdicates the throne and negotiations proceed well with Prince Gerard, there should be no issue.
I agree. It is decided.
Planning for the invasion of their capital shall begin on the morrow. Albert, does that sound acceptable?
I think it a sound plan.
The day we have awaited is soon upon us. Best speak with the others while time yet remains.
Hello there, Letty.
Good evening, cousin.
Are you well?
I should ask the same of you. You seem uneasy.
It's just... after all I've done, my heart is still uncertain.
Huh?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. Letty, I will never betray you again. And that's why... well...
There is no need to rush. Tell me.
I was merely contemplating what comes after this war. I betrayed the kingdom to side with the Empire, and then betrayed the Empire as well. Regardless of which side emerges victorious, I have no place in either. Perhaps it's a fitting outcome for one as unmoored as I. I was even thinking that I might be better off dead. Foolish, huh?
Quite. I would never allow you to die.
I know. And that's why I quickly cast aside the idea. It is just too irresponsible. I realize that I'm being allowed to make amends by working with you all, slowly and surely. But, well... Letty. Once we defeat the Empire, please execute my father and I immediately.
Theo!
This is a serious matter. You must understand, a nation that does not punish those who threaten its ruler and his heir will soon crumble. So please, do this for me.
Is something the matter, Your Highness?
I have been looking for you. I wish to express my gratitude.
Oh?
It is not for anything in particular. I have truly a great many reasons to say this, but thank you.
I was merely performing my duty as a knight.
I also wish to apologize.
For what, may I ask?
For many things. For always being unreasonable, for making plans to wed without seeking your counsel. But there is one regret above all others. When I was separated from you and Chloe during the coup d'etat, for the briefest moment, I felt ready to give up.
Your Highness.
You have devoted your entire life to being a knight in my service. This is why I ask your forgiveness.
The oaths I swore to this kingdom, the royal family, and you, Your Highness, are made precisely for such moments. If my lady goes astray, I caution her. If she goes into battle, I take up my sword with her. And if she falls to her knees, I am there to help her up. I will say it again. I was merely performing my duty as a knight. Thus, I shall accept your words and clarifications of what passed before with pride, and pledge once more to serve you as your loyal knight.
I know not now, nor shall I ever know more faithful a knight than you.
Still, I would ask that you behave more sensibly once matters with the Empire are settled.
I cannot promise that.
Well, it was worth a try. Saying such things is also part of my duty as a knight.
Thank you. Lieutenant Kenny, what are you doing?
Oh, Your Royal Highness. I'm sorry. Is this area off limits to those with no business here?
No, and furthermore, you do have business here. And please, there is no need for titles.
But...
Please, call me Laeticia. We are comrades in arms. Your Royal Highness would be far too cumbersome in combat. Would you not agree? Ray and Chloe call me Laeticia as well.
In that case... Please, you can call me by my name too, Your High... My rank has absolutely no meaning here, anyway.
I see. So, Marielle?
Exactly. Laeticia.
May I ask you something? Once the war is over, will Ray and the others return with you?
I had intended to, but Ray rejected the idea. However, if what he says is true, help will be coming for them from Vey'l sooner or later. Laeticia, do you have feelings for Captain Raymond?
No, that is not what I...
Don't ever get involved with sailors. Nothing good will ever come of it. A sailor will always value his ship over his woman. You'll know no happiness with a sailor.
Your meaning?
Oh, just words of wisdom drilled into my head by a certain woman I know who married the captain of a spaceship. But it can't be all bad, Laeticia.
Right.
Can I help you?
I still have yet to thank you, Maester Midas. Despite being brought here against your will, you devoted yourself to completing the Folga. My heartfelt thanks.
Not you too.
You shall have to excuse him. All of this unfamiliar gratitude today has poor Midas a tad out of sorts.
Quiet you. Things are still far from over.
And yet here Her Royal Highness is, thanking you all the same. If you wish to play the part of the prideful elder, perhaps you should stop behaving like a bashful child.
It is I who should be begging your forgiveness.
Huh?
I couldn't bring myself to trust you, nor the kingdom. I hid behind numerous excuses and caused you trouble.
We, all of us, believed in you from the very beginning. We knew that you would come to our aid, and in the end, You did even more for us than we could have possibly imagined. I have no doubt that this is because you, too, believed in all of us as we believed in you.
Spare me your unctuous words.
Maester, Lady Malkia, it is true that none of this is over yet. So please, we are counting on you tomorrow.
We shall take to the skies like a falcon, or perhaps a fulgon.
Ray,
What's up?
it would seem that we are nearing the end.
Yeah.
Ray, if I may, what is your home planet like?
I guess it's a normal planet.
I know not what you consider normal.
It's just normal. What can I say? Hey, Laeticia. Tell me, what's the Kingdom of Osirius like?
It is beautiful, vast, and normal.
Yep. For most people, normal is wonderful.
Oh, why must you tease me so, Ray?
I'm sorry for teasing you. To be perfectly honest, my mind is just focused on preparing for what needs to be done tomorrow.
I pray tomorrow brings us victory.
You said it.
I suppose I should get some rest.
You're planning to be on the front lines tomorrow, right? Heh. Better rest up while you still can.
Have you completed your preparations, everyone?
Yep.
The Royal Army and Fulga unit have already reached the plains south of Baldar. We must make haste. Everyone, do remain alert. We now move to make our way through Baldar.
Maester Midas, did you actually create the Fulga?
This again? The one who devised the thought of its design was I, yes.
Unbelievable. It's just so clearly far beyond the civilization level of this planet. You must be an engineer of great talent.
Your honeyed words will garner you naught.
How long will it take you to learn to accept a compliment?
What was the composition of the poison Neon used on His Majesty?
I'm sorry, but I can't share the details of the analysis.
Oh, right, because of that preservation pact or whatever.
Correct.
Okay then. Can you tell me something else? Was the poison something that only those variants could make? Or was it from the stars?
No, though I'm unsure if it exists on this planet. But it was a substance widely available throughout the galaxy.
Thank you so much! Oh, great! That means one day even I can learn to cure it!
Target acquired.
Take this! We all work together!
Destroyed. Neutralized. Area secure. Threat neutralized.
I noticed that you did not seem perturbed by my appearance, Marielle.
What do you mean?
The people of Osirius and Vey'l are not familiar with the sight of Wee Trathen. Most, well, look quite shocked upon encountering me for the first time.
Though not the majority, many races in the galaxy have appearances similar to your own. So, there is no reason why I should find you especially surprising.
Interesting. I begin to see now why Midas and Nina show such interest in the worlds among the stars.
It eases my heart to know we once again are free to make our way here.
We have been awaiting you, Your Highness.
Status report.
No major resistance from the Imperial capital. Our forces are in place. We stormed the city on your order, Your Highness.
As planned, we will call off the Vanguard in order to minimize casualties among non-combatants. Above all else, we must secure Emperor Buldur, Prince Gerard, and the three with horns and pale skin.
Aye.
Brave soldiers of Osirius, with me! We make our way now for Castle Vey'l.
Expect the Imperial forces to work fiercely to stop us. We must stay alert and remain guarded.
Being Imperial runs in the family! To infinity!
Destroy insufficient threat neutralized.
This one's for you, Grandma!
We can dispose of it later if need be. Usefulness low. Destroy.
This to the castle!
They shall not pass!
Protect the Emperor!
Death to the wicked princess who betrayed Prince Gerard!
Push through!
Looks like they dropped something. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Hostiles eliminated.
What of the people in the capital?
Our mission now is to bring as swift an end to this conflict as might be possible. We must not allow ourselves to grow distracted.
Onward for Castle Vey'l!
Perfect.
We'll leave
Not much of a challenge.
Got it.
Strength anyone?
Additional threat detected. Threat neutralized. Assault destroyed. Acceleration.
Going in for the killing.
Low. Threat neutralized.
Never catch this.
Destroyed.
How clumsy of you.
Watch your step.
Yes.
Capital secured.
Are we sure we can take this?
Insufficient output.
We should pick it up, just in
Threat
case.
neutralized.
Fight another day.
They want to fight? Well, they've got
Incoming hostile reinforcements. Destroyed. Insufficient output. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Not much of a challenge.
Area secure.
Insufficient output.
Understood.
Stand still!
Threat neutralized.
Protocols.
They don't look like friendlies.
Just across this bridge.
There's no telling when those variants might show up. Keep your eyes peeled.
Take this!
Go.
Get reckless!
Warning. Item attaining usefulness. Assault.
Watch out!
Destroyed.
I don't have time for you.
Threat neutralized.
Damn it!
We have been awaiting you.
Neon!
I welcome you all.
Emperor Boldor of the Vey'l Empire, your days as ruler are at an end. Your son will not be wed to our princess.
That no longer matters. Even should the Empire fall this day, Princess Laeticia will nevertheless become my daughter.
What is he on about?
And not only her. All of you before me now will soon become my beloved children.
That does not sound like the last deluded words of a man backed into a corner.
I agree. That is the response of someone with firm conviction in their words.
Prince Gerard, the people have spoken. An accord between Osarius and Vey'l. Let there be peace between us.
Princess Laeticia,
Peace? Still, you espouse such naivete. The kingdom and empire are incompatible. This will never change until one or the other is no more!
Neon, what is it that has pushed you this far?
Osarius ignored the plight of the Empire when the rot ravaged us 15 years ago. Even with just a few of your iatromancers, my parents, my loving brothers and sisters, would still be with me this day.
But Osarius is not solely to blame!
Silence! Kingdom that forsook not only my family, but even our Empress Tatiana will find no clemency with me.
As a lord, I must respect the fervor of one who displays such sorrow for my beloved. I ask you grant him opportunity for justice.
Still, this android is quite the nuisance.
I have already logged the frequency of that EMP generator. It will not work on me again.
That's not the extent of the Virian's might! Though we may not prevail, know that the Osarian royal line shall meet its end today!
Neon, why did it come to this?
Neon, stop this!
Firing!
Juma! Bringing out the big guns! Stay where you are!
Doesn't make any sense!
Can you not see how things stand?
His heart is consumed with hatred and malice.
Do we have to take him out? Something doesn't feel right about this.
We went through so much with Neon. And for it to end like this.
Insufficient output.
Firing!
Warning. Energy levels destroyed. Assault. Item obtained. Useful down the road. Acceleration.
That looks good.
To infinity! Taking you down!
Blending. Threat neutralized.
Damn you. I am content. No. Do not gaze on me with pity, for I am content to have left my wounds upon the face of Osiris. Never let another meet my fate.
I offer my heartfelt sympathy to this man who had yet to become my child.
I am sure Neon would be most pleased.
What are you saying?
Now, come face me, Princess Laeticia. I shall be waiting on the throne. I eagerly await our next encounter.
Emperor Bulldor! Prince Gerard! There is no reason we must fight further!
Princess Laeticia. Well, that was our invitation. Let's go have a little chat with him, eh?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Target acquired.
We cannot hold them!
Let us make haste to the throne room. Emperor Bulldor is likely there.
Let's go.
Taking you down!
Threat neutralized.
This one's for you, Grandma! No, taking you down!
This mode of fighting to me.
Away with you!
They dropped something.
Hostile spotted!
Careful, the throne room lies just further ahead.
Warning. Usefulness low.
Firing.
Not so fast!
Usefulness
I'm not gonna lay a
destroyed.
finger on any of us! I didn't come here to play. Duma, you ready?
Emperor Bulldor.
Now then, Phalange, Gaston, Lola. Our situation deteriorates by the moment. I assume you three must have some means of remedying this?
Please allow us to handle this, Your Majesty.
Princess Laeticia is ultimately the heart of Osiris. Take control of her, and all this can change. Besides, our ride will be coming soon. Lola, why the hesitation? We do not have the luxury of choice here.
How did it come to this?
God, you mean we gotta fight them too?
Lola!
Your Highness!
If you harbor any doubts, there is always the option to talk this through. Fighting is not the only solution.
Says the one that came charging in with a flying weapon. Lola!
Lola!
I know.
Must we fight?
We must. We're also going to need that special Duma if we are to enact the Emperor's vision.
Special Duma? Is there something different about this one?
There are two areas in where I differ from other survey model Duma. First, I am designed to function autonomously, and I am thus severed from the network with other Duma. I have the capacity to act according to my own judgments.
This mention of other Duma interests me, but what is the other difference?
I am also a combat model. All of the abilities I have provided to you in battle thus far are not found in other Duma.
These abilities have value as research. Normally, Duma share their data amongst each other via the network, and their choices are dependent upon decisions made within that network. We are the ones who should be utilizing the powers of that Duma.
I have no intention of aiding you. If you understand Duma, then you already know this.
Which means we have to take what we want. Now, enough talk. Prepare yourselves.
Victory will be ours!
To do such horrible things! Spreading sickness, toying with others' lives! Why?
It was all for survival. To want to protect our lives.
Don't give me that crap! At least try and show even just a hint of remorse!
Colonel Blanche, stand down! Do not make your crimes any worse.
Federation, dog. It was you who brought about this situation.
Ridiculous! Lola, please, listen to me!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't try to confuse...
So, this is where it ends.
Colonel Vey'l.
Please, surrender. Any further violence will serve no purpose.
Magnificent. A fine display of the strong wills that drive you. I do believe I should like to test, through the Song of Steel, just how well those fierce wills of yours hold up to my own.
Emperor Baldur, why? Surely there is no need to fight any longer.
I do this precisely because there is a need. The peace of our world demands it.
Father, it is over. The Empire is...
Gerard, this is merely the beginning. Call this an empire though we may, in the end it comes down to the strength of one man. Bear witness to this truth now.
Is there no other way?
Relinquish your fears. Prove that you can bring me to my knees.
I will take point.
You are the android Neon spoke of.
What is it to you, if I am?
I had hoped to speak with you at length once this battle has reached its conclusion.
Why? Why must we continue to fight?
If you wish to know, then work to best me here. Well done, Princess. I see that I alone had no chance to be a match for you. Do you see now, Vey'l? The Princess? No, the people of this world are of strong roots indeed.
We didn't foresee the inhabitants of this world being so formidable. Even without Duma's abilities, we stood no chance.
Colonel Vey'l.
The key is that Duma there. It's unlike any we've encountered, and far beyond our capabilities. We collected some valuable data. Where are you from, Duma?
Just what do you all know about Duma?
Scorpium. Engineered life forms.
Scorpium.
You are not familiar with them? They dwell amongst the stars. Wonderful beings capable of plucking all pain from this world and bringing about everlasting peace.
As long as humanoids exist as they are now, their desired utopia will never exist.
How simple. That's merely how you choose to see it, as an android from Vey'l.
What are you inferring?
Perhaps it's best if you enlighten them yourself. Eh, Duma? Tell them your purpose and identity.
Correct. Scorpium is an integration of artificial and organic life. The name refers to our cybernetic collective, which exists to seek out further evolution as a novel life form. I am a probe, created to survey and assess the suitability of organic candidates for integration.
An integration of artificial and organic life? Is that possible?
Compensating the failings of flesh within organic matter? Such a lure is not unusual. I presume this Scorpium simply works on a much grander scale. Like Elena, it sounds as if their goal is to force evolution's hand through technology.
Incorrect. Our primary purpose for integrating cybernetic and organic life is a congruence that draws upon the strengths of both sides to the fullest. We do not seek evolution that extends along a course biased toward one side or the other.
So you aren't just cyborgs then?
No, the reverse, in fact. It is not so much making an organic base more cybernetic, but Scorpium is rather making certain aspects of a cybernetic base more organic.
Affirmative. The observations of the Arnold Robotics android are astute, as expected.
Wait, what? The base is cybernetic?
The end morphological faculties may appear as such. However, it is also conscious as a life form. In other words, major philosophical differences emerge when the concepts that form the basis of self-awareness are derived from either organic or cybernetic. These present some drastic differences in outlook.
I see. Your sense of self-consciousness as an artificial being has been of interest to me. Since Duma, or rather Scorpium, achieves such a state, they must now be seeking to further evolve themselves by integrating with humanoids.
Wait, hold up. I am completely lost here. These are some pretty tough concepts you're tossing around. So how is it that the Emperor is so familiar with this stuff that throws us spacemen for a loop?
Marielle, an unidentified vessel is approaching the Aster sector at high speed. ETA to the system is 36 hours.
What?
Our escort, no doubt. Blanche, Gaston.
Yes.
Colonel? Gaston? What is this?
Lola, thank you for all of your hard work. It was due to your efforts that we obtained such a marvelous specimen as the Emperor here. We are truly grateful.
What are you saying, Gaston? Do you mean to say you're going back to Scorpium?
Oh, come now, Lola. Surely you knew this from the beginning. Now, the Colonel and I must be going. We have to do our part to protect the Emperor.
Gerard, I leave this empire and world in your hands for the time being. Forge peace with Princess Laeticia. And wait patiently for the inevitable return of your lord.
Father! Wait! You think you can escape?
Please. I wouldn't try if I didn't think it possible.
What in...
Marielle calling the Akizuki. Send me the trace coordinates of the two who just vanished.
I'm sorry, but they've completely disappeared from sensors. We can't track them.
No. What now?
Another ship is approaching from the opposite direction. Looks like it should be here in 48 hours. I've identified the ship. It's the Aldous, a Vergoldian merchant vessel.
It's Antonio. Mariel, how about opening up a proxy channel with your ship?
Copy that. Mariel to the Akizuki. Please open a channel to the merchant vessel Aldous as soon as possible. Once the channel is open, patch it through to Captain Raymond's universal device. Understood. Whenever you're ready.
This is Antonio Lawrence, captain of the Vergoldian vessel, the Aldous. Who am I?
Antonio! It's me, Raymond!
Ray, is that really you? Why are you using a Federation frequency?
It's a long story, but I've teamed up with a Federation officer. There's a Federation ship in orbit around Aster 4, but they are not hostile. I need you to focus your attention on the unidentified ship coming in from your opposite direction. I'll be in touch again once things calm down. Over.
Wait, Ray! What nonsense are you talking about?
Now, I take it we don't have any leads on where the Emperor and his friends ran off to.
No, I'm afraid not.
In short, this means we've won?
It most certainly does not feel that way. Antonio's imminent arrival means our time together with Ray and his crew now draws to an end. Best be certain there are no matters to attend to before I head for the council chamber in the Basilica.